I'm Gary Van Hulle,
And I'm his wife, Michele.
and we've been married for 10 years, and we've been with FC for about 9 months now.
Well, so we first sought out counseling because we had a family situation where there were some broken relationships, and we just didn't know what to do to restore them. Because of the situation, we were frustrated and angry and worried about the emotional stability of some family members, and we just didn't know how to proceed. So we called to see about getting in a counseling appointment and got in almost immediately. We sat down and told our story. We felt very heard and very understood. And more importantly, we came away with some really biblical knowledge about how to approach a situation and also some practical applications of what exactly to do. It was extremely helpful.
Because of our first experience with Pastor Todd and with counseling with him, I decided that I wanted to talk to him about a personal situation. And the personal situation was I'm 73 years old and I had not come to faith in Christ yet. There were things that were I had questions about the Bible, questions about God, questions about Christianity itself, and I just needed to clarify that in my head before I could cross that final hurdle and become one with God. It was comforting to come talk to him. He was easy to talk to, and I just told him how I felt, and I told him that I've been fighting this for years, and I just needed to cross that final hurdle. I wanted to, but I just could not do it without help. My life has changed just immensely, and it happened right there in the counseling room with Pastor Todd. I just welled up with spirit from the Lord, and I knew a lot of the verses, knew a lot of the stories in the Bible, but it was just kind of going over my head. I wasn't really understanding it. And sitting there with Todd and listening to him and having him hand me a Bible and say, would you mind reading some verses and read them out loud? And I did that, and again, the Spirit just was welling in me. I just was so overwhelmed with this. I sat there and cried, and I just said, I am so ready for this. This is what I needed. And
Of course, this is something I've been praying about for a long time, and ever since I've met him, I always felt like he had a knowledge of God, but not quite there yet. And so this was a huge answer to prayer for me, and immediate change in his life. I mean, it was very inspiring, actually, because he's just telling everybody. And as far as the situation with our extended family, it's not really been resolved, except that we have great peace about it. We feel like we did what we needed to do to reconcile with that, and the relationship is restored. We feel very peaceful about it, and we just don't stress about it anymore. I think you need to realize that your problems are probably not going to go away. The issue that you came for, or there might be a resolution, but there is hope and help for all of it. You can walk with the Lord the way you're supposed to through the situation, and the counseling really helped us see that. And so I would highly recommend counseling for almost any situation.
counseling to me just helped me get an objective view of what was actually going on. I knew a lot of this, but it just wasn't relating to me the way I wanted it to. And by sitting down with a counselor, it just gave me clarity. And it just finally made me realize that this is what I want to do. Let's go ahead and do it.
We are so excited about the counseling center and are ready to get behind it in any way we can.
I feel that there's no doubt in my mind that the Lord is doing miracles here. The fact that Foothills Church and Foothills family was able to find a building to do this right across the street from our church is just totally amazing. I know they've been working on this for a while, and it's very hard to find a place to do this, but it happened, and it's the Lord letting us know that this is His will. And to me, we can help so many people with this, just like Michele and I were helped, the 2 times we went there. It's just amazing. And the Spirit of the Lord is it helped me, and I know it can help a lot of other people also.